Hello everyone and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Yep. Hey there everyone.
We are back with part 11, I believe.
We'll try to...
Yes, 11 of Sonic and Knuckles. We are trying once again to defeat Metal Sonic. Or, no, I'm sorry, Mecha Sonic.
Yes.
Commenters. That's not Metal Sonic. I know.
Yes, those guys need to chill out.
Yet, the one in Knuckles Chaotic is Metal Sonic, according to one video I watched. But that Metal Sonic is like gigantic, so... I really still want to play Knuckles Chaotix, but I don't think I'll ever be able to. Much
I know. One day would be awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
It's expensive.
It is.
If they stopped overpricing retro games...
Yes.
And make life easier for us. I mean, I get that that's part of the reason people go for ROMs, but they're trying. We're trying to support our retro games by not doing ROMs.
Yeah. And my plan would have worked had I been not there.
Right.
Oh, cruds. Okay, so yeah. I was wondering why it was a pain struggle, but apparently, depending on where you're standing dictates what attack he uses.
Oh. I see this.
Yes, so by standing by the green emerald, he will use the laser beams, which is what I want. If he swoops down, then he won't...
Throat's a little dry today, but I think that's
okay.
because the heat's been running more.
Yeah.
Which makes life a little difficult.
I know. That's quite alright about the first try. It was the first try, and it confirmed my suspicion.
Right.
So, we should be better this time. But yeah, it can get frustrating when you don't know why it's doing what it's doing.
Right.
At this point, this part of the boss battle is not as hard because I've had a lot of practice.
Right.
Just gotta be careful and pay close attention to how he's maneuvering.
Right, it's just the second part.
Yes. Yeah. And to be fair, I haven't really played this game in like 20 years almost.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yep. And I have you to thank for it, bud, because when you saw that I had it, you were like, hey, let's give it a shot.
Yeah. You had the Mega Collection.
Yeah. And the way you told me some of the tips and tricks that I was not understanding.
Right, yeah, my first exposure to this game was the PC port. Which, while not as good as the console version, is honestly more, other than the music not being loyal to it, the gameplay itself was fairly loyal to the original game. Just the other thing about this proves that the Genesis sound card is a work of...
Oh yes.
Just a masterpiece.
It's a work of art.
Yes. Part of the reason the sound is not as good on Sonic 3 and Knuckles, even with the tracks they kept the same is because the sound card is just not as good in the PC at that time as it was in the Genesis.
Closer to it.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's proof that the Genesis sound card was very powerful.
Oh yeah.
The fact that a Windows 98, you could kind of tell that it wasn't 100% able to replicate the quality. It was pretty darn close, but
yeah.
it was more like a MIDI version of a lot of the music. So, for people who played it on the console for the first time, they were like, what? This is not as good.
Yeah.
And for me, it was like, yes! Oh my gosh, you did it! Wow, you did it! Is this going to be like a ultra short part, or do we have more?
I don't know.
Oh well, this is cute.
It is. I know it wasn't perfect because I don't think I got all the emeralds as...
Right, so there might have been more to it if we got all the emeralds.
Right.
Yay! Now it's not flopping anymore.
Yep.
Or teetering.
But it is sinking.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why is it sinking? Did they change something?
If you don't get all the emeralds, do you not get the Master Emerald?
That must be it. That must be it, because I'm pretty sure even back in Sonic and Knuckles, it falls when you don't have the Master Emerald.
Aha.
Because I've heard that it's supposed to be floating in the sky. That's it's very interesting lore, because I think, although I think no, I think that was in Sonic Adventure. But anyway, I'll talk about it another time. Maybe like when we play Sonic Adventure. But thank you guys for joining us. I was not expecting us to finish at 8 minutes in, but I hope you guys will still stay. I mean, we still have credits.
True, yes. I was not expecting it to be that good.
Yeah.
Because I was struggling last time, and I realized that
apparently that was all you needed.
Was to stand at the right location for Mecha Sonic's devastating attacks.
Right. Ah, yes, Howard Dawson.
Nice.
Chef Kiss.
Yes, definitely.
And Jun Tsunoe, who did a lot of the prototype music for
Indeed.
Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. I think this was his... I'll have to look again, but I think this was his first major project doing music for Sonic and Knuckles, and pretty much from this point onward he would be involved in nearly all of the Sonic soundtracks, with I think with a few exceptions. I have to look.
Interesting.
I think he was involved in the Saturn version of 3D Blast, but I don't know if he did the sound for the Genesis version. I'd have to look it up. But I know he was involved with the Saturn version, because one of the unused tracks was then later used in Sonic Adventure, so it's pretty interesting.
Indeed. Sonic and Knuckles.
Unless they forgot and it was supposed to be on the ground. But I don't know, we'd have to look up what the perfect ending looks like. Unless this is not the real ending.
He looks triumphant on that emerald.
Yeah. So this was the bad ending? Or the not great ending? Okay, so... is this it?
I guess.
Yep, I guess this
I
is
pushed
it.
start and then
It went back.
Yeah. Well, there's the title screen.
Yeah. But yeah, I notice here in the background, they're, yeah, on the, let's see. Okay. Well, anyway, I guess we are done then.
Apparently, I was not thinking that.
And sorry, there's no versus mode for us to play. So I guess this is a really short one, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for sticking with us, and hopefully we've made your December.
Yeah, sorry that this one was super short, but we're apparently done.
Yeah. So Sonic, the Knuckles story is shorter than the Sonic one, which is...
Maybe it's not as short if you get all the emeralds, but...
I suppose.
And maybe part of it is playing as Knuckles in Sonic 3 as well. So.
That could be too.
Alright, well, thank you guys so much for coming, and I guess we'll see you next time. Bye.
Take care, everybody.